Bang. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of After Credits. We are here talking about the new Ridley Scott Alien Prometheus fuck you movie. It's Alien Covenant. But you got me, Liam, Barnyard, Bada Bang, this dumbass right here, Small Fry 17. Fuck off! And we got the asshole in the back, Daniel, and Brittany, his lovely wife.
Lovely wife.
It's a prequel to Alien and Aliens. You got Michael Fassbender. You got Michael Fassbender again. You got that chick from Fantastic Beasts. You got Danny McFucking-Bride. You got Dr. Manhattan.
James Franco.
And you got James Franco. You got a random chick that was pretty hot. You got a black guy who's sort of black. You got the
mixed.
Yeah.
You also got the mixed chick too. You got the mixed guy and the mixed
Put them
chick.
together and we have one person.
This movie was pretty awesome. This movie combined the best elements of Prometheus, the sort of cerebral sci-fi aspects of it, questioning, you know, what humanity is about creation and stuff, and it also combines it with the awesome action and tension of the first two. I feel like this is going to be one of the best movies of the summer. I think this movie did not disappoint in any way. This is pretty incredible. There's 7 of us here, and unless there are any naysayers, we all liked this movie. Fuck you. Did we all like this movie?
Yeah,
I liked it.
For the most part. Oh my god, you're fired. Before we go any further, spoiler alert, if you don't want to know anything else about this movie, you can scroll the time code right here and you get our final thoughts and scores out of 6 stars. But be warned, we're going into spoiler territory right now. The opening scene of this movie is the one scene that takes place in the past. You got David, which is we're gonna talk about 2 Michael Fassbenders in this movie because there's 2 androids. There's David, which was the one from Prometheus, and you got Walter, which is the new one with like kind of a southern accent that's on the ship Covenant.
My name's Walter.
It sounded just like that. So the opening scene is Guy Pearce in not old man makeup talking to David. And if you've seen Prometheus, you know that Guy Pearce created David and he sort of initiated this mission. You get some basic, you know, philosophical themes about man and creation and whatnot. I think that could have easily been like really boring and pretentious, but I think that, you know, they handled it nice. And then you get into the opening part of this movie, which is on the ship.
It just shows the daily life with Walter because every person, every living being on that ship is in what is it called?
Hydrosleep.
Hypersleep.
Hydrosleep.
I don't know.
So you're sleeping in water?
It just shows him refueling the ship with like these solar panels and shit.
Solar sails.
Solar sails.
We should note that.
What the fuck is this treasure planet?
We should note that. Okay, so in Prometheus, they're on like an exploratory mission to explore a new planet, whereas in this movie, they're trying to colonize a different planet because it's like Interstellar, and I guess Earth is destroyed or whatever. So basically, you get all your characters. You get the captain, or the acting captain, because the real captain is James Franco, who gets fucking burnt to shreds in the first
13 minutes into the movie.
Why did it have to be James Franco? That was so like weird to me, because like you get a famous guy for like 5 seconds. Like those. It's the same thing with Interstellar when they had Matt Damon in there.
Same thing with King Arthur when they had David Beckham.
If David Beckham had been in this movie, 6 stars immediately. They decide to go to a different planet because they're dumbasses, and this is an alien movie, and people make dumb decisions. And as soon as they get on there, you know, shit goes crazy. And you get some xenomorphs, you get some head crawlers, you get some face huggers, you get lots of blood.
All different kinds of huggers.
What did they call the white xenomorphs? Like necromorphs?
Yeah.
Necromorphs.
I was about to ask the same question.
Yeah.
Necromorphs, which weren't fully xenomorphs, but they were white. One came out of the back and the other threw the other one up, like with his entire like stomach in it. It was crazy.
That made your throat hurt a little
I'm
bit.
sorry, Tumblr's gonna fucking lose their shit. They whitewashed the aliens.
Oh my gosh, I thought that they were more creepy
Come
than
at us,
the
Tumblr.
actual xenomorphs.
Dude, especially
Yeah.
whenever they were in that palace. And that one chick was there that got eaten, and it didn't have a mouth, and then all of a sudden, I was like, fuck.
I thought those were more creepy.
I said, fuck.
Yeah, I thought those were more creepy than the actual xenomorphs.
And the xenomorphs looked really good in this movie, too.
Yeah.
Man. They look scary good.
They did humanize the xenomorphs a little bit.
Yeah.
They give them like human nature in
Like-
sort of way.
Like, because they walked a lot more like humans. In some
Yeah, the
scenes.
xenomorph.
You get to see the evolution of the xenomorph. And they like, I
got to
thought,
see how they see things too.
I thought the CGI looked really good. Like,
Oh, hell yeah. It was
some of the CGI in Prometheus, like, What did
Daniel?
you think
I
about
thought the CGI
I don't care what Daniel says. He's in the back seat.
Daniel, what did you think of this?
One of the negative parts of this movie is the CGI on the aliens, because you could so fucking tell.
I
it's
thought
CGI
Yeah, on the white one.
Yeah, because aliens exist and we use them for fucking
I thought-
cinema.
but I
And God
props.
forbid somebody made it out of fucking
I
rubber
thought that
costume.
up close.
This
they
isn't the
looked
80s
good.
anymore.
See, I'm
Why
gonna
the fuck not?
I'm gonna agree
Because
with I'm gonna
time.
agree with Daniel because I rewatched the first two Aliens movies recently. I think the alien makeup in Alien and Aliens looks better than the one in Prometheus and Covenant. Not to say it's bad, like, but
Covenant
I feel
didn't have xenomorphs.
Well, okay, let me
whatever.
I did.
Yeah.
No, it didn't. It was called the Deacon.
What the fuck is that?
It's what the alien that came out of the engineer was called.
Did you?
It's a
How the
xenomorph.
fuck do you know that?
Because I fucking do.
That's bullshit.
I thought up
That's
Look it up.
you are fake news.
Look
You're
it up.
fake news.
I thought that the CGI was pretty inconsistent. I thought up close it looked really good and really convincing, but I thought far away, and this is for both the xenomorph and the necromorph, when it was like jumping or, you know, or that scene when David is just staring at the necromorph, I was like, I can tell that's a computer.
The sets. This movie looks really cool.
Yeah, the production on it's really good.
Yeah, there's a lot of the whole design of it, the planet looks super convincing. You got a lot of great practical sets. So basically what happens is after the alien, I don't remember which ones are, but there's some fucking aliens and some fucking people and they fucking explode and shit. And then the ship explodes. The main crew that go and they meet David, which is the Michael Fassbender from Prometheus, who has been living on this planet. The ship from Prometheus crashed on this planet
For 10 years.
for 10 years.
With luxurious hair.
Yes. And he's wearing this badass cloak and he's like shooting shit in the air. That looked awesome.
It was Luke
Dude,
Skywalker.
That
Yeah.
fucking
It was Luke
flare
Skywalker.
gun grenade thing he does to scare away the necromorph is single-handedly the coolest thing I've ever seen Michael Fassbender do in any movie ever.
Get the main crew with Fantastic Beast chick, Dr. Manhattan, and both the Michael Fassbenders, which are down on the planet, and then you get Danny McBride, who's up with these other two random ass people who nobody gives a shit
One
about.
of them's the mixed guy.
I know
Yeah.
one of them is the chick from Pretty Little Liars, and if not, she looks like her.
Is that the one where
They're the people that fuck at the end and get like
And I
an
wanna,
alien.
I wanted to say, it's a little pervert comment, but you do see titty.
Probably the most predictable deaths in the entire movie.
Oh my god, because I
Yeah.
saw that in the trailer. That was in like the first trailer. I was literally waiting the whole movie.
You could tell they didn't care. If they show in the trailer, they're like, everyone knows these characters. Are
Yeah,
gonna
it's
die.
like
We
I
might
was
as well show
I
it
was
in
waiting for the
trailer."
entire movie to see the people in the shower having sex and then getting killed by an alien. Because
Not just killed by an alien. She got fucking showered. That dude got an alien mouth to the back of his fucking face, in the middle of his fucking face, and the front of his fucking face. Like, they eviscerated this cocksucker.
Well, for-
You know what the best part about this fucking movie is? The goddamn gore.
there's a lot of
Thank
gore in this movie.
God,
the gore
we
is pretty
finally
awesome.
got a really great gory sci-fi movie.
There's some great deaths in this movie. My favorite was probably when the captain gets David puts the face hugger on him.
Let's back up before we talk about that.
We're already descending into madness.
It is shown in the film, closer to the end, that the black goo from Prometheus, when touched with not human life, but any kind of life, living organism, it makes like this alien spawn. You know, hence why all the
Right.
life was dead on that planet.
And it's revealed that the ship that Elizabeth Shaw and David, the Michael Fassbender from Prometheus, the ship that they took from the end of Prometheus, they brought to their planet, and David used that to, as they show in a flashback, he uses all that stuff to
Release a pathogen.
release a pathogen onto the
Engineers'
to the
homeworld.
engineers' homeworld, and you find out the planet they're on is the engineers' homeworld. Cloaked David, which is so awesome, takes them to like where the outline where he's like sort of made his home. You get to see like all the bodies of the mechanics
It's like
or
Pompeii,
engineers.
with all those like people that are like stuck in stone because of the lava
Yeah.
or some bullshit.
Yeah.
I don't know how he would do this without any technology that I'm aware of on that planet, but he genetically made the eggs for the face huggers, which lead to the xenomorphs. So an android on a foreign planet made the xenomorph at 2104.
Yeah.
Yep.
And what I'm assuming is
We got the countdown.
you see him creating the those pod-like things, you know, the same thing that with the face huggers that they find in the first Alien movie. So I'm assuming in because I'm sure this movie's gonna have like 4 or 5 sequels, but in like the last one they're gonna be like, David's gonna have one on one of the planets, and it's gonna be like, there's a ship called Nostromo going to see it.
Yeah, it's gonna be like Rogue One. It's gonna be set like literally right before.
Yeah,
Alien.
you're gonna get CG.
They said that Alien, in the timeline, Alien takes place in like 2120 something.
Yeah.
So in the span of 16 something years, he gets the xenomorph eggs onto a engineer ship on like what was it, like, you know, V226 or some bullshit.
Something like that. I need to watch Alien again.
Yeah.
In the span of about 20 years, he implants it on the engineer ship, and it's like, how the fuck does that make sense?
Guess that's why there's another one coming.
Yeah.
I guess.
Wait, what do you mean? Why does that make
Wait,
sense?
How does that make sense?
What does
Pretty
what makes
easy.
sense?
Prometheus kind of showed that he had the virus and was able to start creating life.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the xenomorphs were specifically made from David, from what it explained in the film. And so in the span of about 20 years, while he's on that colonization ship going to Orange or whatever it's called, he stops at the planet that takes place in Aliens.
I don't even remember where we were.
I was trying to explain to Daniel on how it doesn't seem possible about the David stopping on LV-246 to lay like a buttload of alien egg or facehugger eggs on the planet when he was going to Oregon 6 or whatever it was called.
God forbid there's not another planet on the way to Oregon 6.
But if he made the xenomorphs, it doesn't make sense.
Like I said, I guess we'll find out in the next
Because
one.
it doesn't.
Why?
Because it doesn't.
Ridley Scott, if you're watching this, please explain all this in the
Because
next one.
in the span of 18 years, whenever they're supposed to be going to this, unless he stopped by the planet, it would not be possible. Because if what the movie was saying was correct and he engineered the xenomorphs, how would that make sense if he didn't stop by that planet?
You're a fucking moron.
You're a fucking moron.
All right, so
I'm bringing up a valid point, and you're saying, oh, how? That doesn't make sense. How? I mean, come on, man. I'm just trying to explain something.
What valid point do you have?
What valid point do you have?
if I want
I
to
have
see
a
it,
valid point that the
pause
fucking
it.
alien makes fucking babies in like a day. You think it's really that impossible that he can't stop at another fucking planet, drop off some fucking eggs, keep going to Origami 6?
Wait.
No, but I'm just saying it is kind of unlikely.
Do the
How is it
xenomorphs
unlikely?
actually mate?
He's got
or...
thousands of people he can put the embryos into.
I'm aware of that.
So what the fuck is the problem?
I was just saying
All around me are familiar faces.
at the end of the movie, when Catherine Waterston and Danny McBride are escaping the planet, you see the two Michael Fassbenders fighting, and when they leave after they fight the alien, you're assuming that it's Walter, the one from this movie. But at the end, obviously, it's revealed that it is David, which I saw this coming just because...
How the fuck did you not see that coming?
Right?
Did anybody not see that coming?
Did you see it coming?
No, I saw it coming.
Okay.
Amateur.
I had my doubts toward the end, but then I was like,
Yeah.
still in my feel.
You were hoping.
See, I was
like,
having
oh,
I was
come
having
on.
doubts until he did that sigh of relief when the alien went out, because that was like his shit.
I actually kind of want to know what happens to Walter, because I liked Walter.
Yeah, I mean, we assume that he's been destroyed, but they never actually show it. So.
Yeah.
You know what scene we could have not used? That scene where David supposedly kills Walter, and then right before he's about to rape and impregnate Daniels, Walter comes back and saves her. Because there's no need for that shit.
Yeah.
Mm.
It was weird.
It was very...
It's just filler.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it also leaves up to where Walter could still be alive, though. It shows
Yeah,
that
see.
he can regenerate his health and stuff.
You know what I honestly
Yes.
thought he was going to do in that scene, though? I thought he was going to, like, pour one of those egg things that he
Yeah,
pours at the
that's
end
exactly
into
what I was
her.
thinking.
I thought that's what he was going to do when he was kissing her, but turns out he was just being weird.
If you scroll to the time code, welcome back to our non-spoiler thoughts on Alien Covenant. We're just going to go around the circle and give our final thoughts and scores out of 6 stars.
Around the mini white van.
What did you think about Alien Covenant, Britt?
Are you in ratings now?
Yeah.
Hey, you look like you just woke up.
She probably did.
Morning.
I would definitely give this out of 6.
6 out of 6.
That's wait. This is a monumental moment.
Daniel.
Alright,
Uh-oh.
For the
Oh,
first, let's see, up until the last 40 minutes of this movie, this is just as good as Alien, and it's better than Aliens. And
Whoa.
then,
Whoa.
I'm gonna disagree with you a little bit. For the lot of this movie, this felt like its own flick. Because Aliens horror, Aliens is action thriller, and this felt like an exploration movie. And it was just as good on those aspects. And then the last 40 minutes of the movie, I felt was trying to cram in a lot of that Aliens action feel and the Alien horror feel. And it was a little too fan servicey to make it perfect for me. But fuck yeah, man, this is one of the best movies of the year. 5.
Let's see.
Trust Daniel. Good.
Oh, shit.
What happened?
Started. Oh, crap.
No, it didn't.
Oh my god, we are a midnight screenings ripoff.
I like the fact that in the part at the very end, they actually. Oh, fuck, what am I trying to say?
What are you trying
Your
to say?
final thoughts?
Oh.
A lot of gore. Good. Fuck you, Matt. Let me give it a 5.
I'm just saying. Finally, we get a movie that has the heart to put gore back into a gory, thriller series. Aliens is obviously one of the best sci-fi creatures to ever be created, after Predator, of course.
Oh my god.
Oh, boy.
The only thing I didn't like was the fact that, it was slow paced, but I understand it. So I'm gonna have to give it a, I think I'm gonna just go with 6.
6.
Alright, Barnyard.
Alright, so for this film, I loved it. It was gory, it was fantastic. I agree with Daniel some of the part where it did feel like its own movie up until the last 20 minutes where it threw in that genuine alien feel. But even after that, dude, this is a hell of a good movie. I'll give it a 6.
I thought all the performances were great. Michael Fassbender, I'm going to say Oscar worthy in this movie. I thought he was fantastic. I had to pee through the last 45 minutes of this movie, but I did not get up because it was that engaging. So I'm going to give it a 5. And lastly, to Noah.
I thought this was a pretty solid film. The acting was spot on, the gore was great, and I liked it more than Prometheus personally. The only problem I had with the film was I felt like it was very predictable. Like I could predict just about everything that was going to happen. But overall, pretty solid film. Like Barnyard said, great start to the summer, so I'm going to give it a 5 out of 6.
An HK verdict of 5.4.
That's pretty damn high.
One thing I want to say about this movie is that the score is one of the best fucking things I've heard
It was
in
haunting. It was
a decade.
ominous.
And that is due to Jed Kurzel. I don't know if he's related to Justin Kurzel. Anyway, Oscar-worthy score. That opening, when you first see the Alien titles pop out,
Oh, that was so cool.
I felt like a kid again.
Oh,
This is
yeah.
one of those movies that if you've got a kid that's right about that age, middle school, take them. Theater, big screen, it'll change their fucking lives.
See it in XD.
If y'all like this video, please click the like button. Also next to it is the subscribe button. You'll be the first to find out when we've got new content. Social media, we have Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. This man has a blog, liammgahan.wordpress.com. He reviews every single fucking movie he sees. This man over here, again, the Cinema Geek on Instagram. This is really the most important thing we're watching this week. If we want to watch something else, like God forbid Diary of a Wimpy Kid, fucking Thor, we'll watch that. But I've got a review for The Wall coming up soon. We just put out our Viewer's Choice of The Room, so give that a check out. Next week we've got Prey on Viewer's Choice. If you want to leave your suggestions for what movies we should review, leave those in the comments below as well. We are covering WWE Backlash this Sunday. We're covering Raw and SmackDown the week after. And the week after this, we've got both Baywatch and Pirates of the Caribbean. Dead Men Tell No Fucking Sharks to shove it to life.
It's the official start of summer!
Hey, I'm
Ladies and
excited
gentlemen,
for Ghost
thank
Shark.
you again very much for watching. Thank you, Noah, for letting us borrow your car. And to Mr. Chris Cornell of Soundgarden, rest in peace, sir. I loved your music. Good night. Take care.